Good morning and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to show you my stapelias. Stapelia scitula. Here it is. It has two flowers. One is here, one is here, and there is a flower bud here. This stapelia is Stapelia grandiflora. The flower is just opening. And this stapelia is Stapelia grandiflora, but it most likely, it is a cross between grandiflora and gigantea, Stapelia gigantea, because look how hairy it is. Stapelia gigantea is has a hairy flower, but the color of the flower is just dirty white, yellowish, and this one is hairy too, but not to the extent as the other one, and is a little bit smaller. So when I inquired about this plant and I hoped it was a gigantea, but the person who is an expert in stapelias said no, this one must be a cross. So this is a cross, and this one is Stapelia leendertziae. It's not in bloom, it has a flower bud here. Okay, so it will be blooming soon, and I made a video about it last week. It had a flower, but the flower was already almost closed, almost gone, because I missed it. Okay, as you can see, the colors of the flowers, well, the flowers are very similar, and the color is very characteristic to stapelias. Stapelia gigantea has a color of the stripes that are here between the burgundy stripes. There are whitish stripes, so that's the color, and this is because they attract flies as their pollinators, and they are pretending, these flowers are pretending to be rotting meat, and they are quite successful in doing it, because look here, there is a fly here. I'm not sure why it is not flying away. It seems to be trapped between the hairs of the flower. So the flies come to the flowers thinking it's rotting meat, and to be even more convincing, these flowers smell like a garbage bin. They smell quite a lot. These ones are smaller, so they don't fill up the space of the entire room, the space around them with the smell. But these ones, oh my goodness, when they bloom, there is no doubt about what is going on. Okay, so the flies are coming and laying their eggs on the flowers, thinking that the maggots, when they hatch from the eggs, will have plenty to eat, and but this is not the case. The maggots don't have anything to eat because these flowers are not edible. So the fly pollinates the flower, because while laying eggs it pollinates the flower, or she, because it must be a female, pollinates the flower, but in exchange she doesn't get anything. So it's a very unjust evolutionary strategy. This is very deceitful evolutionary strategy on the part of the stapelias. Okay. One more thing worth noticing: these are different species, and yet looking at the stems, maybe not these two, but looking at the stems, you will not tell that they are different species. And there are other plants in this group, other genus in this group, or other genera in this group, called stapeliads. So Stapelia is one of the genera of this group, and there are orbias, there are huernias, but they all their stems look very much the same. This is because they grow in very similar conditions and they are adapted to similar conditions. Okay, so only when they bloom one can tell what species it is. So when you buy a Stapelia, please make sure you buy it with a tag, because otherwise you will only be able to establish what species it is after it blooms. There is another thing that I want to show you. As you can see, this Stapelia scitula is on a pot, and this is because, well, I don't have that much space. So I put a flower pot with the Stapelia on another one with the Hachiora. This is Hachiora. Okay, and look what happened. It grew roots. It grew roots, and it's attached to this. It's attached to this pot. So I don't want to remove it. I will keep it here until I don't know, until I find a different spot for it, because it is just taking the water from this little bowl that is usually filled up with water, maybe not up. There is always some water that provides moisture for this pot, and then this pot provides moisture for this. When I'm watering the plants, I'm watering them from the top, and I put some water here as well. But these pots are actually connected with the roots. Okay. So these are my Stapelias. I hope you like them. I really like them a lot. I like the unusual aspect of them. I like the aspect of the evolutionary aspect of it, which is quite interesting. Okay, thank you so very much for watching my video. Have a great day.